So I'm in Lvov now, and it's been a wonderful time here. Yesterday I had an interesting experience finding the train in Kiev. So if you go to the right side or you go to the left side, they have big screens with all the names of the destinations and all the names of the trains and when they're coming and all that stuff. And the headers are all in Ukrainian with English underneath, except one, the main one that says arrivals or departures. So fortunately, since I could read them, I could see what the problem was. But when I looked at the ticket, I knew I had a train at 5:30 for Lviv, and I looked and there was no train for 5:30 to Lviv. How is this? These were arrivals. So I had to go to the other side of the train station, and then I could see, these are the arrivals, there's my train on track 1. Okay, so I went up the stairs. No track 1. So I looked and I saw, okay, there's 4 and 5. So I must have passed this. I turned around and looked, and you could see, if you go down these stairs, it's 2 and 3. Okay, almost, but there is still no 1. And so I turned around and there was a sign on the side, number 1, down. So I had to go back down the escalator where I started from and then go around the corner, and then I could finally find the train. So I did eventually find the train, but I think it would definitely help to have some signs that said arrivals and departures in some language besides Ukrainian at the top. Of course, include Ukrainian, I've got no problem with that, but make sure that there's something that people who are not Ukrainian can read. So that was interesting. On the train itself, the train ride was wonderful. It was very nice. It was very comfortable, and they had food and drinks along the way. So I was able to enjoy that on the train, and that was great. And then today, we got to spend a special day in Lviv. Today is the holiday of Epiphany or Theophany. And they do the blessing of the water. So I went to the church this morning, and they were doing the blessing of the waters there. And then the bishop went and sprinkled everybody with water. And then we went to the main square, and they had a nice ecumenical service where they had not only the patriarchate, but they had the Greek Catholics and the Catholics and the Protestants all together for the blessing of the waters. And it was wonderful to be able to see that. So I had a great time being able to see that, and then we got to try out a little bit English to see how well people spoke English. Not everybody spoke English, but everyone was willing to try, and so that was nice. I never went away with nothing, and everyone was very generous. They, if they couldn't speak with me, they kept giving me more samples to try, and so that's not so bad. So I ended up with, got to try out a couple of sausages, a couple drinks, and it was a wonderful time, and that also wasn't here back when I was here in '94. So it's been such a wonderful experience just being able to walk around and Lviv and go and have coffee and have such nice restaurants. And actually when I go into the cafe, they asked if I wanted an English menu right away. So first of all, they not only did they have an English menu, but they recognized immediately that I was a foreigner and they offered it. And so it was nice to be able to experience things from a tourist point of view today, and also experience things from a nostalgic point of view, and see how much things have changed, but a lot of those things that I loved about Lviv are still here. So really happy to be here today.